Before we get into this Anarchy video, I wanted to give you guys a heads up. I am doing a giveaway for all of my YouTube subscribers. Just to enter, be a subscriber, like and comment on this video. You have a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card, an Xbox $25 gift card, and a PlayStation Store $25 gift card. I will be choosing winners on May 1st, 2020, and good luck to you guys. Let's roll that intro and get right into the video.
Come and get it.
We hit our number. What's up, Vault Hunters? It's Echo here, Queen of the Loot Goblins, bringing you another Borderlands 3 video. And in today's video, Gaige is back with the new DLC, Guns, Love, and Tentacles. And so are her Anarchy stacks. Memories. My girl. My girl. Isn't she cute? Instead of Gaige's Anarchy stacks taking from a skill, Gearbox has given us her stacks in the form of a gun that every Vault Hunter should add to their collection. This gun is fantastic for every Vault Hunter in Borderlands 3, and they can beef up the damage in their own unique way. This gun is called the Anarchy. The manufacturer of this gun is Tediore, which means super cool throw animations. There are several different versions of this Tediore, and they come in all 5 elements. The best one I found so far is a ×20 corrosive version. How this gun works is, every kill you get and every automatic reload, you get a stack of Anarchy. With each stack, you get 30% damage and reduces your accuracy. Max stacks at 10, giving any Vault Hunter 300% extra damage at max stacks. And that's not even factoring in skills, gear, and anointments. One way to lose your stacks is to manually reload. So if you're in the habit of reloading after every kill, stop it. That is a good way to lose your stacks. Another way to lose your stacks is to go into fight for your life. You can also lose your stacks by switching weapons, and also hitting a vending machine. Trying to get ammo will switch your weapon, so be really careful about that. And lastly, you can lose your stacks by quitting the instance or reloading the game. Once you lose your stacks, you will start at 0 and have to work your way back up to the max stacks of 10, which isn't always ideal in the middle of hard content. And unlike Borderlands 2, the stacks unfortunately do not appear at the bottom of your screen, so you will have to count them yourself. But if you're in a fight, not to worry, you'll know the moment they're maxed because you'll one-shot everything. This gun also has the ability to ricochet, which makes it perfect to pair with Amara's indiscriminate perk. And with that said, let's get into the skill trees I've put together for Anarchy Amara. Alright guys, so for our skill tree, starting with the red tree, we went ahead and maxed out Anima. This is going to give us a status effect damage and status effect duration. Moving on to steady hands, we put 3 points into steady hands. This is going to give us accuracy and handling. And as I stated previously, the Anarchy gives us an accuracy reduction, so this is going to help balance that out. Now for infusion, I put 2 points into infusion. This is not necessary. However, I was doing the raid and I wanted to convert some damage as shock, so because I was using a corrosive weapon, so I went ahead and put 2 points in, giving us 16% shock damage to our corrosion Anarchy. But like I said, it's not really necessary. We went ahead and maxed out Tempest, which is going to give us 30% extra elemental damage and 20% shock damage. We put a point into Dread. Now, we aren't going to be using our action skill that much. We are using the driver, so we're just going to be proccing that dot damage on ourselves to get that speed, which I'll go into later. But if you are doing something like the raid and you are grasping and there's a horde of enemies kind of gathering up on you, you can use your action skill and grasp all the enemies, and it's going to take them all out with just one grasp. It's not going to affect your stacks or the Anarchy gun at all, so feel free to grasp whenever you'd like. We went ahead and put a point into Deep Well. This is going to give us an increased mag size of 20. And we went ahead and maxed out Indiscriminate, which gives us that ricochet chance. As for sustainment, all you need is 2 points. This is going to give us an 8% lifesteal. We put 3 points into Conflict. This is going to give the enemy status effect, doing extra damage, and it also has the chance to randomly electrocute, ignite, or melt that enemy. We put a point into our Capstone Forceful Expression. This is going to give us 18% damage based on our action skill element. Moving on to the green tree, we put 3 points into Personal Space. This is going to give us a bonus damage up to 36% of damage dealt. Now, if you know anything about Personal Space, it will do more than 36% damage, so this is a really great perk to have, and you don't have to be standing that up close and personal. Next, we maxed out Root to Rise. This is just going to give us 40% extra health. I put 2 points into Clarity. This is going to just regenerate some missing health. If you're not doing any damage at the moment and you're trying to get out of danger, this is just going to help giving you a little bit of health regeneration so you don't have to shoot anything. I put 1 point into Helping Hands. It's going to give us 12% damage reduction, and I maxed out Arms Deal, which gives us splash damage of 20% and splash damage reduction of 40%. Now we're going to be maxing out Mindfulness. This is going to give us speed, which is going to pair well with the driver. And we maxed out One with Nature. This is going to give us another 25% max health and 40% elemental damage reduction. And that's based on our action skill elements as well. I put 1 point into Do Unto Others. This is not necessary. It does do a little bit of extra damage, but I just think it's such a cool little animation. Basically, when an enemy damages you, you throw an energy orb back at them. And lastly, on the green tree, we put a point into Guardian Angel. This is just a second chance. If you go down, it picks you right back up. With the blue tree, we didn't really need too much on the blue tree. We had 3 points. I wanted to put it into Fast Hands. This is just going to give us an extra reload speed. And for our action skill augments, we chose Ties That Bind and Allure. And then as far as your action skill element, you can choose whatever content you're doing. Go ahead and choose the element that suits you. And yeah, that's going to do it for our skill tree. Alright guys, so getting into the gear, I have been predominantly using this Unlimited Poison Anarchy, which is a ×20. It's the only one I have so far. I did find a few other elements, but this one is the best one I found so far. I did find a fire one that's ×13. I found a rad one that's ×12. I found a shock one that's ×12. I have a kinetic one somewhere. As far as the shield that you're going to want to use, you can use any shield you want as long as you have that bonus elemental damage as the anointment. I prefer a transformer just so that if an enemy shoots me with shock, I'm not going to lose my shield, but you can use something like a stopgap or literally anything you want. This build has pretty good survivability on its own. As far as the nade, I use the P-nade with the bonus elemental damage. Obviously, nades don't matter. I don't personally throw a lot of nades. If you do throw a nade, you might want like a recurring hex or something like that. I just prefer a P-nade in case I run into a big boss or something and I want to debuff them. As far as our artifact, we're using an elemental projector. I just chose this one because it had corrosive damage. I was using a corrosive weapon, and it gives us an elemental damage boost of 103 if we are suffering from that element. We are going to be using the driver, which pairs really well with the elemental projector. The one that I have is still level 50, but it's got weapon damage and shotgun damage, and it still works really, really well. But yeah, that's our gear.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the Anarchy or anything about Amara's build, just go ahead and let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to help you out. I'm going to leave you guys with this little montage, and as always, happy looting. Please take a moment right now and hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you want to catch these videos live, you can find me at twitch.tv/jadedecho_, or subscribe to my YouTube channel and be up to date with each video.